Hi, my name's John here. I'm the designer of games like Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder, Whizball, Parallax, and Sociable Soccer, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
So yeah, this is still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 412 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So we're going to go through the games played this week, but as always, sponsored by Games Inspired Music. You can buy it, you can stream it. Just Google the name, Games Inspired Music. And 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity, so that'd be nice. And we also have our first 100 podcasts available at audiobooksontape.com. And just search One Up Gaming on their store, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So, as always, we're going to go through the 7 games played this week. There's 8 games on the list, but unfortunately one game was unplayable. So we'll go through that. Yeah. So, first of all, Visions of Mana, the demo. Had a quick go on the Xbox version. It was... It looked rough. It really looked quite rough. And it just seemed as though you were just walking around and hitting things. I never got much chance in the demo to actually get into the weeds of things, but certain RPG sort of games goes way over my head, and I believe this is one of those games that might do that. So from what I played of it, it looked bad, it didn't run great, and I was just not engaged with the action, the combat, the movements. So unfortunately, I wouldn't. Not my sort of thing. Not my sort of thing. Next up, we have Welcome to ParadiZe, and again another demo that we got sent to have a quick play with. And this one is a third-person, open-world action, sort of like comedy game. It reminded me of can't even think of the bloody names now. But anyway, you start off as a dude walking around a full 3D environment. You kill zombies by hitting them, pick up weapons and do more damage. You find a place called ParadiZe that's like a zombie after apocalypse sort of like living environment, and you have to sort of like, before you can sign up to move into ParadiZe, you have to go across the map to a scientist who will give you like a helmet to put onto a zombie, so you have a zombie helper, because everyone in ParadiZe has to have a zombie helper. And it's quite funny, it's stupid, it's over the top, it's idiotic, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it played well, the movement, the combat, it all worked really well. Graphically not the best, but what do you expect with these sort of games, you know, the full open world sort of things. But yeah, it was a good little game. I'd recommend, if you're after like a proper full open world base building comedy, it was good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Welcome to ParadiZe. I would really recommend it. Next up, we have Paper Mario The Origami King, and I must admit, when I was playing through this, I got rather creeped out by the intro sequence where you like you are going to Princess Peach's sort of like castle, because in the courtyard there's like a festival going on. You get there and there is no one there, and then you go into the castle and you see Princess Peach, but she's not like you in this game. Mario, Luigi and all that are full flat 2D sprites that rotate fully, and when you get to a certain angle you just see a line, which is quite fun. And you see Princess Peach, and she isn't Princess Peach. It's like an origami version of Princess Peach. So it's like a full 3D folded paper sort of look. It looks really good. It played it really well. Once I changed it from motion controls to just normal standard controls, because who the hell uses motion controls nowadays? But yeah, it's like a comedy. It's like a action game, RPG. It really good Paper Mario game. As I say, graphically it's amazing. So I would easily recommend that one, to give that one a go. So next up we have, I can't even believe it, but next up we have Hamster. No, we don't. I'll skip that. Next up we have I completely blanked now. Go back to the list. Yeah, so next up we have Wreckfest. I had a quick go at it. I don't know if it's like my sort of game or not. I love Bugbear as a developer, and I do like the fact of this racing game. It's so heavy and meaty, you know, the physics, the actual the way the cars move and handle. And I also love the fact that you start off on like lawnmowers, racing lawnmowers. But yeah, the career mode, I've got into the second sort of like stage now, where you do actually race on like proper concrete like roads, and the heavy meatiness of the cars really work well with this game. I do think that the AI is a bit suspect, where you could be like seconds and seconds ahead all the way down, and then a couple of milliseconds later you're getting rammed from the back because they've just caught right up to you with no reason why. But considering it came out, was it 2012-ish? Somewhere around then. I know it's an old game, and I think it came to like Xbox One and PS4, I think. I might be wrong. But I played it for the Xbox Series X. Looks nice. Nothing amazing, but it does look nice. I love all the collision effects, where like tyres go everywhere, the wooden scenery of the fences go everywhere. And I just like the game. I think it's a fun little game. Good racing game. And yeah, give it a go. See what you guys think. So next up we have Hamster Playground. Now, for some reason, I assumed that this game was going to be like you're a hamster and you have to do mazes or do little stunts and puzzles and that sort of thing. But no, it's just like a modern updated Tamagotchi sort of thing. You select your hamster, put him in a cage, feed him, love him, bathe him, give him drink, give him water, give him attention, make him do training like brains or brawn, all that good stuff. Give him a shower. And yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I guess if you got young sort of kids, they might enjoy this. Like, give them a virtual hamster to play with. Graphically, it's not great. Gameplay wise, I didn't think it was great. But I think it was free to play on the Xbox, so if you're interested in having a hamster young ones, have a look, see what you think of this, and badger your parents, and you might get a hamster to love and cherish, and then it dies. Like all things that you love. Anyway, next up we have SteamWorld Heist 2. Now, I played SteamWorld Dig, and yes, it was good, but it just wasn't my sort of game. So I skipped SteamWorld Dig 2. And then there was a couple of other games that came out. SteamWorld Heist, I don't know if it uses the same engine or not, but it looks very similar. Side-on action, 2D action platformer type thing. But gorgeous graphics, pixel art, really nice. I really loved it. It's got funny jokes, funny characters, and yeah, what else do you need to know? It's more of a turn-based sort of like action game where you hide behind things, and you have you can move and then shoot, and then the opposition gets its turn. So you hide behind crates and pop out and shoot them, and it's a very, very well made game. Well thought out environments, well thought out level design. It is a really, really good game, and I loved it. So yeah, SteamWorld Heist 2, amazing game, really good. Next up, and the last games are the games that we played, and I say that loosely because this was Airborne Kingdom, and I loaded it up, read through the tutorials. It said I needed to build a certain thing, so I clicked on to build that certain thing, and in 10 minutes I could not work out how you build that thing it asked you to build and connect it to the main airship thing that you're on. I was just zooming around, pressing random buttons, nothing was working. So I, in good faith, cannot recommend Airborne Kingdom, because in 10 minutes I could not work out a single thing. So graphically it looked adequate, nothing great, but I just couldn't work it out. It was just, to me, it was just impossible. So that is the games played this week. Now I have to have special mention, because I was going to play the EA Sports FC 25 beta, but because of shenanigans going on, if you load up the EA Sports beta, the FC 25 beta, if you load that up while you're connected to the internet, you just get kicked straight out back to the home screen. So what you need to do is load up the game, and then when it says connecting to the server, yes or no, hit no, and it actually gets you onto the actual game menu page. But anything that you click, it says you have to connect to the internet, and as soon as you click and connect, it just spits you straight back out to the home, like the actual Xbox dashboard. Basically, it just crashes straight away. So I'd love to have played it. I'd love to have sort of told you what changes have been done, what graphical updates are done, and all the other bits and bobs. But yeah, I can't tell you. So that's the games played this week for episode 412 of the One Up Gaming Podcast. We'll have a quick break, and we'll be back with the 10 minutes of nothing. So yeah, enjoy this break. Back soon.